I guess I like it down here because it reminds me of Kansas. It reminds me of Doug. Kansas walked out of my life. Doug passed away. The sound of the trains, just the atmosphere. Anyway, being out here with your fingers numb, almost to frostbite, you really start to appreciate what these people go through every day. And I think that people should step out of their own little box every now and then and try and understand what it's like to walk in somebody else's shoes. It is 32 degrees out here. There was ice on the windows. New Year's Day, 2019. Anyway, I'm downtown Vancouver, and just trying to get something to eat. It's kind of difficult right now. Yeah, difficult to say the least. But I applied for a job that looks very promising. Not only do I get paid $20 an hour, but I also have free rent and utilities, working as a maintenance guy for an apartment complex in Orchards. That means I would be off the streets. A wonderful thing. A wonderful thing. In the meantime, I'm down here at the share house, freezing my butt off with everybody else. And because of a holiday schedule, they're not going to feed us until around 3 o'clock. Which absolutely sucks, because I am starving. But that's the way it is. Anyway, so I've started saving money with my job at DMS. But the problem being that traffic across the bridge takes up all of my gas and basically my paycheck for gas. So even though I'm making good money, I'm still broke. And I'm seriously thinking that this is just a large-scale intention of industry. Because if you're just literally living paycheck to paycheck, you're not going to be too inclined to miss work. At least, unless there's drugs involved or whatever. I love the downtown area, I always have. A lot of people say it's ghetto, but I look at the attitudes of people more than the surroundings. Yeah, the houses are run down, the windows are broken, there's broken down cars everywhere, tents on the sidewalk. Who cares? These are the same people that would give you a shirt off her back if they had it. And they wouldn't ask any questions about whether or not you get paid back. Yeah. And we have a society that perpetually creates the problem. Homelessness isn't a problem, it's a symptom of the problem. The problem is society's disassociation between society and the homeless. Instead of loving your neighbor as I have loved you, the laws are that you can't camp on the sidewalks, you can't camp within city limits. So people get raided and taken to jail, and all their stuff gets rummaged through and stolen, and they eventually become a chronic homeless situation because they lost their driver's license, they lost their social security card, their birth certificate, anything that they would be using in order to acquire employment and get off the street. Identity theft is very rampant. Temporary shelters are stolen. Tents, sleeping bags, tarps, you name it. This perpetuates a problem because eventually the person that it's happening to will just give up and no longer care about trying to fit into society and create a better future for himself, herself. That is why I am diligently working to approach businesses in the area about creating a land trust and buying some land outside of the city limits. So not only is it owned and the homeless are no longer trespassing, but also they can camp without being raided. They can stay there indefinitely. And with a land trust, the city can't take over. It's very important to me that this happens within my lifetime, because this is ridiculous. I've known a lot of these people their entire lives, my entire life, if they're older than me. And I've seen how hard they try to get off the street and how they literally break under the pressure of the natural elements, the abuse of people that would be kind to somebody in their same situation, but not necessarily somebody that they view as beneath them. It is frustrating to watch. I love downtown Vancouver, but I absolutely hate the government. I hate the police, and I cannot stand the socialist mentality that creates the handout. A lot of these people never learned to depend on themselves because they grew up in multi-generational welfare systems. Anyway, that's all I got for now. Happy New Year's, guys. I hope this one's better.